Yes, hello, it is I, Danhausen here. That's right, the Danhausen. Very nice, very evil. Love that Danhausen, so on and so forth.
Hey, this is Colt Cabana, professional wrestler and former professional podcaster.
This is the artist formerly known as Fandango, a.k.a. Dirty Dango, a.k.a. Captain Midnight.
This is former WWE superstar and the greatest European champ of all time, D'Lo Brown here.
Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle.
Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet.
This is the king of NXT, Lexus. King?
Bro, it's Vince Russo.
And what's the name of your thing?
The Fig Cave.
Tune into the Fig Cave.
You are listening to the Fig Cave Podcast.
I love listening to the Fig Cave podcast.
And you're listening to the Fig Cave Podcast. And you are listening to a podcast right now. It's the Fig Cave.
And this is the Fig Cave.
And you're listening to the Fig Cave Podcast.
You are listening to the Fig Cave Podcast.
With my boys Phil, Tommy, and Nick. And if you're not listening, then you better recognize.
The Fig Cave Podcast, the best podcast out there today. We are the podcast with the most stuff. We have the podcast that's the most buff. And we are the podcast, if you listen to us long enough, you won't be able to get enough.
God bless America. Buy action figures. I hate pro wrestling.
Not your cursed.
Got it, bro? Good.
Good. Oh, man. Let's do it. This episode's going to be horny, baby. Let's go. What an intro. Tommy, thank you for putting that together, man. That was awesome.
My pleasure. I had nothing better to do today.
Yeah. Guys, before we get started, we're almost there. It's almost here. Tomorrow, Taco Bell nuggets drop, baby. Woo, we made it. We made it, guys. It's here.
I thought you were talking about Festivus.
No,
that's
man,
Monday. That's
better.
Monday.
Who's trying them? Who's trying them tomorrow? Come on.
They've had them before. They've had them before.
Nuggets? No.
Yeah.
No, they've never had nuggets.
I swear
No
to God,
way.
they've had nuggets. Swear to God.
I'm
I don't know.
What's this Taco Bell nuggets? What is this?
I swear I had them with the nacho cheese sauce back in the day.
Chad, what is up? We got the Fig Cave in the chat watching us live. You heard our new intro. If you're listening to us via Apple Podcasts or Spotify, these episodes are up on Mondays for you on YouTube if you want to watch our beautiful faces. We're going to talk about our top 5 favorite all-time Christmas gifts tonight. We're going to talk about our top 5 Mattel Elite figures of 2024. A lot of shit to talk about. A lot of stuff. I was going to go to AEW tonight. Decided not to. Looks like it's a pretty good show. It's outside of DC. So here I am. I'd rather be talking with you guys. And yeah, what's new with you two?
Hey, real quick, do they use a smaller venue when they're in Baltimore, or do they use like
it's like Washington Entertainment. I don't know what plays there, but it's like 15 minutes outside of DC, and it's like a 10,000 seater. You know, it's supposedly a pretty new, nice little arena. I've never been there before, but
it's like what they should use. Yeah,
it's a perfect arena for AEW. Yeah,
nice.
Yep.
All right, so in 2017 they had naked chicken chips, which were like little triangle nuggets served with a nacho cheese sauce. These nuggets are different. They're like crispy chicken nuggets. They actually look a lot like McDonald's nuggets.
I like the chicken taco, where the shell was just a
that
piece
was.
Of
Oh yeah,
dude. That you get that with Chipotle sauce.
That was the height of
cheddar
paleo.
Come with it, the extra cheese trio, and some potatoes. That was the meal.
I've been craving Taco Bell pretty hard lately, so I might have to get that tomorrow.
I've been craving Taco Bell too. One of the bars I do trivia at, it's a college bar, and there's a Taco Bell like in the parking lot, and I've been there for almost 5 years. I think I can count on one hand how many times I've gone to the Taco Bell in there. So that's a pretty big accomplishment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not leaving there half drunk. I bet that place gets a ton of business. Yeah, I bet you did. But yeah, I mean, that's your dream if you go to a bar, a Taco Bell in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
I went to a ska show. It's like a ska fest in San Diego. It was like a random thing, and actually LA. And so I'm into it. All these punk bands, ska bands, 90s, and then just an in and out, like on the other side of my car. It was just the best. Like, could have been like a more perfect night
Nice. Oh hell yeah, that's a good combo. I love ska. I used to love ska music. I still listen to it from time to time. We got Johnny JB in the chat, Peter Jones, Mitch Craig, Jamal Paul. We got to make this a long episode. Jamal has a 20-hour drive tomorrow. Where the hell are you going, Jamal?
He's going from Texas to wherever he lives, Louisiana, Alabama. I forget where he lives. He's leaving the army. He's getting medically discharged. Remember?
I'm used to the East Coast where that's like 7 states.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is like, yeah. That seems like it would be a 4-hour drive. If you had to ask me, like, how far is it from Texas to Louisiana? But I don't think I can comprehend the size of Texas.
Nah.
No. Is everyone ready for
Georgia?
Christmas?
My bad. My bad. He's
Going back to Georgia. Okay. Georgia in my mind.
Sorry, brother.
Are you guys ready for Christmas? Are gifts ordered?
Yeah,
Are you waiting for anything?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Marley's got that. Well, Marley has the trio. She has Hanukkah, Christmas, and her birthday within 5 days.
When is Hanukkah? Is it going on right now?
No, it's the same day. It starts the same night as Christmas this year.
Okay.
As Christmas Day. So
I'm not trying to be a smart ass or anything, but like, how do they determine when it starts?
Dude, come on. I'm not that deep into it.
Zoe, text me and let me know.
Yeah.
Also, Zoe, I'm sorry I'm bad. Zoe, I'm sorry I'm
bad. Oh man.
Going head to head. The Wednesday night wars, Christmas and Hanukkah.
No, the reason I did like a Christmas music bonus round for trivia tonight, and I played the Hanukkah song, and I was like, "Is Hanukkah going on right now?" Nobody knew the answer.
Almost there.
Yep, we got our Patreon members live in the chat. You can join us on Patreon, patreon.com/figcave. Tom, you have to, I don't know if you listened to last week's episode. I know Zoe did because you weren't on, but Alejandro basically cut a promo for us for the Patreon, which was great. We need to sync that up and get that like recorded at the end of the show.
Before he started Johnny JB, the live Orlando rant.
Yeah.
Before he started using your internet, he cut that.
Hey, okay.
Oh,
yeah, my internet's been better lately. Come on.
Yeah.
It was definitely the computer. Can we say that now?
I had to freaking do some editing. Ugh.
Oh, sorry.
I know, yeah, what you guys? Tom's gonna put it out. I was like, you might want to just do just like a quick comb through.
Yep, I did. I listened to it, but we do have one new Patreon this week. Today at 5 p.m. Clifford Jensen, aka Big _ Foundation.
His government name.
Well, whatever. He signed up.
Right. Yeah,
he signed up.
No, it's okay. I think he's out with it. But yeah, he's a great follow on Instagram. Fig _ Foundation. Been following him since day one almost. Dude's got 20,000 followers. Does some really cool figure photography, and a really cool one. He had, I don't know how he colored the outfit, the Jim Neidhart Legends outfit, and like colored it green. I don't know if he just used like a pen or something, but it looks great.
But the waves and the lines are the same as Anvil's jacket. So I was wondering how he did that myself.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so it looks good on that Owen Hart figure. So yeah, he does some really cool stuff. He's very creative. So it'd be cool to have him in the group. And it starts at $1 per month. I do think we need to have a group chat about some bonus audio episodes next year and like get a better schedule. I think once the holidays are over, we'll be better prepared to do that. I slacked big time. I need to just have a day a week that I do that because I love doing it. We love putting out bonus content for you guys. But anything before we get into the news? Any corrections? I know Tommy from Legal didn't really hound us too bad last week, so that's good. That means we did something right.
I think I got to start screenshotting that Thursday morning conversation.
Yeah, Thursdays with Tommy.
No, I mean we just kind of did the peg warmer, so we didn't spit out too much about it. So
and there wasn't much news. Like there isn't much news this week either. So
there's a few things we can talk about.
Okay.
A few things as it's processing before it jumps up on the screen, but we saw the new Legends. We'll show them up here on the screen in a minute. New Legends, Target Legends went up for pre-order. Rick Rude, Bret Hart, Sid Justice, Justin Tula, Bradshaw, and the Dusty Rhodes Ultimate. I pre-ordered Rick Rude, Bret Hart, Sid, and Dusty. I probably won't grab Bradshaw.
No.
No, you don't need that for like a little new, like an opener, like a new gen opener.
Nah,
definitely getting that one. I'm psyched for that.
Nah.
These were, I don't think I would have ordered them if that Target deal wasn't going on last week.
Right.
Obviously, they're so easy to get, but I mean, if you're gonna just start off with me getting a huge discount.
Right. That definitely helps that they were on set. They had that deal. You did 2 orders, right? So you got both deals.
Yeah, I did. What actually, dude? You could use that at the $100 one, the 25 or 100 as many times as you wanted to.
That's what I used. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
just
what I
didn't
used
need
too.
that many the second time around, and I think there's one maybe Brett I didn't buy, but Brett and all pink, man. That's with the belt. Like that is a great figure as well. Like the whole set is great.
Yeah.
It's probably the best. Yeah, it's probably the best Legend sets they've done. There's, for me, there's no peg warmers, but I guess that I can see the Sid maybe peg warming after the initial hardcore fans get it, and then the Justin Hawk Bradshaw people probably aren't too familiar
Yeah,
with him.
he's like right there with the Sultan. Like you kind of have to know.
Yeah.
You gotta know. Oh, dude, I was listening to. I guess he's been filling in for Bruce Pritchard on his podcast. He's great, dude. He did it. They did like it's almost just like a free flowing kind of thing. They talk about like a guy, like they did an Undertaker episode. He just talked about some kind of cool Undertaker stories and talked about the Owen Hart thing where he died during the show, and it was basically like him and the Undertaker and Vince kind of like watching it live, and Vince didn't know what to do. He kind of left and let Briscoe in charge, and Briscoe decided just to keep the show going. And I don't agree with keeping the show going, but Bradshaw did. And then they were talking about when they found out about the Benoit murders, and it was before 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon before they went live. And Bradshaw, this is what Bradshaw says. He says he went to Undertaker and was like, what if Benoit did this? Because all the news was like, something happened. The whole family's dead, and they took it to Vince, and Vince was like, I don't know what to do. Like we got to just go off of the info that we have, I guess.
Right.
It's obviously a possibility. Then obviously they started the show as like a tribute to him, and then they kind of backed up. But it's cool to hear, but you never hear about shit like that. So it was a good episode.
I have to give that a listen. I remember when that happened, the Benoit thing. I was at a buddy's house watching Raw with like his girlfriend, my wife now, his wife now too. And
living that, huh? It was a good night. Good night with the girls.
And we like that all happened. I remember going home and like going to WWE shop, and I was like, I'm gonna buy a Chris Benoit shirt because I didn't know we didn't know what had happened, and never clicked like complete order or whatever, and woke up the next morning and obviously we knew what happened. It's fucking wild. Why?
Did they let you buy the shirt, or
it was up there? Like I said, I didn't hit submit that night. I was like, okay. I'll hold off or whatever.
I did purchase one. I don't know if I bought it from WWE.com, and I bagged it, and I only sold it a couple years ago to Buy Sell Trade Toys.
Oh wow!
For a huge flip.
Nice.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, all these look great. The Rick Rude is the Chase. I ordered 2, hoping to get one of each. And the Bret Hart, I love the all pink. I know one of the Ultimates came in that all pink, but this is a cool figure, kind of a dumbed down version without the jacket. But all these look great. The Dusty's awesome. I think this is the first one, the first Legends Ultimate of the year, and then the second one is that Hogan that they showed off in Q2. Is that Hogan? So
which Hogan?
Hogan Ultimate. We talked about it last week. You weren't.
Oh yeah. That's right.
It's like a comeback from
like 2005.
Yeah. It's a good fig. So yeah, these are all. I think a lot of these are sold out now, but you should be able to get them on the pegs.
Oh, okay.
On that day. Yeah, I'm saying like on the day. Yeah. Some more.
Don't freak out. Don't overpay. Don't even buy them in the groups.
That's right.
Unless you live not in the United States. Like just wait. Just wait. Please.
I told myself I was going to just wait till all the Legends go on sale, but I can't with this series. They're such bangers.
No, but if they do go on these, we are starting with a sale. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, sure.
I say that every set, and then I end up. I'm like, I'll just get it.
Yep.
I'm not paying over retail, but
the Evolution 3-pack, which is Batista, Triple H in his giant Barbie suit, and Randy Orton is showing up at Smythe's in the UK.
Or Smith's, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's the Smith's guy.
Smith's? Okay, I don't know. Hopefully it shows up over here. I mean, we won the World War I or whatever, so we should
Revolutionary War.
Yeah, that one. We won that war too. We won the World War I too. So this is showing up at Target. Don't overpay for this. This will be on the shelves for a while. This will probably go to some sort of sales ski. I remember when that SmackDown set came out, it went like a quick sale at first. I can see everything like right after Christmas, like going on sale, for a week or two just to clear out stuff. So if this
People
shows up
burn those
soon-
gift cards up.
oh yeah, yeah. The Shawn Michaels Mattel Creations WrestleMania 12 Ultimate Edition figure is sold out now. I don't think this is going to restock. We've seen Nick, you talked about this in our group chat. We've seen some stuff sell out on Mattel Creations and that it never really comes back. So
Yeah, I'm surprised this did sell out, but I think maybe it's weird because the other Ultimates the past couple of years have not. I mean, you could buy the No Holds Barred for a while. You could buy certainly Muhammad Ali, but
Maybe they figured out how many to make.
I was just going to say that they must have found the sweet spot because you'd like it to sell out. It didn't sell out probably as fast as they wanted, but it also didn't do like the 2-hour Sergeant Slaughter one, which they must have made 2,000 of those, dude. There's no way. I mean, I know it popped up here and there a little bit later, but I mean, how many people would have been on there right for Slaughter?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, so that is out. So get ready to pay some secondary market prices if you want that. Yeah, people had time,
Yeah, that Evolution 3-pack, the Triple H just looks awful.
It's awful. It's so bad.
Terrible.
No, but even Batista, why does Batista get an extra head? The other guys do, but also that looks like a very Jax figure. Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, I give him props for trying to do the Jack. Yeah, the Batista does too. So does the suit. But I give him props for trying to do a cloth suit. But I don't. It just doesn't work. It looks too big.
Yeah, it looks like the denim outfit.
It looks like he's wearing like the Rock's tracksuit shirt thing. You know what I'm talking about? When he wears his tracksuit pants and he's got the jacket or whatever that is on the windbreaker. I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, the Rock when he was trying to hide the breast reduction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like he's wearing. Well, I need to get one of those. Breast reduction, not the shirt.
No, yeah. Tell me why when I try to open up a new tab and hit T, it opens up a new tab. Do I have some sort of setting wrong here? I'm not hitting shift or anything. I know this is off topic. It's just bothering me.
That's a question for Zach Egolf.
That is a Zach Egolf question. Looks like we have a new shipper kind of end cap. This looks like it's in the kind of near the electronics department.
So I'm not wrong there. That's all I'm like, dude, do I have to walk through electronics now?
I know, and it just might be one of the things they put it wherever they want, So this is a kind of a raw Netflix end cap with, I forget what they said is in this. Looks like some battle packs and some basic series, and I'm sure they have some top picks and stuff. I don't think it's anything groundbreaking on here, but it is cool to see. It's a pretty cool setup, and I'm getting pretty pumped for this Netflix premiere. Have you guys seen the lineup? Have you been watching?
Well, my buddy went down to Stanford today. I guess at the new headquarters, they were all there.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah,
they did a big press conference. Yeah, I think it's
my buddy Scott, the trivia guy that you guys met at the big event.
Yeah,
he'll go to pretty much anything in Connecticut. So
yeah.
Solo versus Roman for the necklace, and then we got CM Punk versus Rollins.
Yeah, it's going to be a banger.
They're doing that on Raw, but yeah, they are. And then I think today they announced that Logan Paul is not a full time, but he is a member of the Raw roster, so he's not retiring. And then hopefully Penta, like Peter Jones says, hopefully Penta debuts.
Ooh,
my boy.
Call there.
There was a little vignette on Monday. So
one thing I didn't get to put on the slideshow because it happened afterwards, but Mattel Creations CM Punk is shipping. People are getting their shipping notification for that.
No, I'll be like, even though I was day one, mine will be shipped out about 4 weeks.
Yeah, nothing's coming up, Nick, these last couple of weeks, huh?
It'll all turn around to WrestleMania time. It'll all turn around.
Yeah. He'll find a $100 bill on the ground or something.
He'll be in the ring somehow.
Guest referee.
Nick, you had to grab these. Yeah.
100%.
Outrunners, Micro Brawlers, 2-week pre-order.
I'm gonna tell LJ. He's not. I told him that they were doing the 1 hour, the 1 hour Friday tea, and he ordered it in seconds. He doesn't have anything wrestling related except he loves the Outrunners.
Actually, I should send this to Lois. See what he says. He's gonna be like, "Those are the guys that wanted to go to the casino with Nick."
I tried, man. I tried so bad. I don't know if you guys have fake IDs, but if you guys want some beers, they're on me.
These you can order these until New Year's Day, 1 p.m. And 100 random orders will get a Chase variant T-shirt. I like how the T-shirt is like a real picture on it, but everything else is like the cartoon style.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny.
That is kind of weird, yeah.
But
looks good.
And then figure collections finished up Series 2. Buff Bagwell, the Patriot, Macho Man, and Vlad of Wrestle Something Wrestlers. There's variants of the Macho Man and Buff, both available on figurecollections.com right now. I would have mine as part of my weekly purchases because Jack sent them to me, but there was a huge delay in the mail. So if you order from them and you haven't gotten them yet, they're coming. I guess
Winter
the Midwest.
Vortex.
Yeah, Winter Vortex in the Midwest. I'm dealing it with my shoot job too. So yeah, it's interesting.
Dude,
so,
I hope he still listens. Because of Phil swearing, I don't know if he still listens, but dude, Jack, the carding for the Patriot looks so good.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the Machos are great in person.
Yeah.
I have them right behind me here. I don't know if you can see them, but yeah, they're awesome. And you can use code FigCave on Figure Collections website for 10% off. Can we get Jack on here to unveil Series 3?
I could talk to him. Yeah,
that'd be cool, or at least one of the guys or girls of Series 3, because that's kind of teased it today on Instagram. It kind of tickled the balls a little bit. So I want to get the full finger.
It's Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, Sensational Sherry.
No, that's some other dirtbag. Speaking of,
hey, this looks good. This Santa Claus looks good. I don't have a need
why do
for
you
it.
need this? Yeah,
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't need it. No, I mean, if you're gonna do like a display with, remember when Bret Hart came out with the Santa Claus and and Stone Cold stunned Santa Claus? There's a lot of stuff you can do.
Yeah, I think that's why he has the extra hat. Is so you can put it on.
And I think he's just kind of like open what's it called? Like not open domain, but where you can just anyone can make it.
Yeah, it's
right?
like Trump. You can make any president. Like I guess they are public domain.
Yeah,
public domain. There you go.
Which is why shithead can make Trump. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was wondering about that. Yeah.
And FTC,
this is a Santa Claus retro figure. It's available from Grapplers and Gimmicks. The pre-order is up now. If you want to get that.
And that's it for news.
That's it for news. Oh, what was I about to say?
You're pregnant.
Oh, shit. Something else I was about to say. Forget.
Live, laugh, Limp Biscuit. That's what you're saying?
Yep. There we go. It's words to live by, baby. Have you been listening to
Limp Bizkit?
John Galvacon?
Yeah, most days.
No, John Galvacon.
John Galvacon. Yes. It's like because the episodes are so spaced out that I just kind of catch it like one podcast kind of stops and goes into something else.
Okay, yeah.
But dude, I'm really into 6 Feet Under right now.
The show?
The Taker's Pod, dude. I love Taker's podcast.
It's called 6 Feet Under? That was a show. That was a TV show.
No, 6 Feet Under with Mark Calloway.
I didn't know he had a podcast. Okay.
What?
Oh yeah, he has a pod. Okay, I didn't know it was like a regular thing.
There are other podcasts besides us, Phil.
I know.
Besides you and John Goblicon. Goblicon.
I'll have to start listening. Do we want to do our top 5 Christmas presents?
Sure.
I don't know if I have 5 in mind, but I have.
We always do this 5, and then it's like I'll just list a couple I remember.
I had a hard time coming up with them too, though, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, that's shitty. That like I have 42 years of Christmases.
No, but
and I can only remember like a handful, barely a handful.
See, I'm gonna cheat a little bit because my birthday being in November, like it's kind of the same. Like your list is the same. It's just almost like a preliminary Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Like I'll even start. My grandmother and I used to. My parents bowled on Fridays. They were in a bowling league for years, so I used to just crash it with my grandmother. Like every Friday, we'd go get if she was observing, we would have we'd go out for fish and chips, and but we would always wake up and she would taught me how to do like that cryptoquote thing in the newspaper where it's like the letters you got to figure out how to it's like a famous quote.
Okay.
And you got to flip all the letters. It's all in code. So she taught me how to do that. But so we get to my birthday and she has a whole card and she wrote her own, and it was just basically like your G.I. Joe general is in my trunk.
Oh, that's cool.
But it was
No,
the GI
that's
Joe
awesome.
General, which was such a cool like vehicle
Yeah.
for GI Joes.
Oh yeah.
The
Yep.
3.75. So
No.
there's pictures of me and my buddies like picking it up and carrying it into the, because it had a little sound box. It had a cannon coming up the middle.
Oh yeah, the sound
Very
box was
cool,
awesome.
yeah.
You could take it out of it. Yeah.
So it was a birthday present, but again, it's winter season, so I'm gonna count it.
I'll let
Yeah.
you count. I'll let you count that.
Yeah.
Marley and Lowe are gonna do the same thing, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, I remember I'll keep it wrestling related here for one of mine. Actually, I got two that are wrestling related. One of them was I remember asking for Royal Rumble for the Super Nintendo, and I remember like it was like what is that 92, 93. We had a computer. I remember typing up scripts like I'm gonna have this match versus this match. I was like making pay-per-views. I was basically doing the universe mode in WWE 2K now for my SNES Royal Rumble game, and for whatever reason that really sticks out. I remember grabbing it and just heading downstairs and playing non-stop that game.
Nice.
And that game, I remember playing it now. It's terrible. It's not great.
Yeah.
What? I wonder if it's the same roster. I think I have the Sega one.
Nope, the roster is actually is it Royal Rumble or Raw? One of them, Mike Lanham will fix us on this or correct us on this. One of them,
Sega one has Doink
and Hogan. Hogan's in one, but not the other.
It's a lot of really big punches, like it's like really active punches. 1, 2, and like they always fall on the third. Is that the one?
Yep, and you could like
That's the one
choke
they
them.
have.
Yeah, had like the little meter at the top where you like, yeah, you could do that.
Oh, the sway, the struggle.
Yeah, always
They
had
would
the
go back-
chair
yeah.
outside. Yep, great game.
And
Great.
and like the
It's
MIDI
not
versions of
anymore.
the themes.
Yes,
In the
yes.
select screen. Yeah.
Yep. But Raw and Royal Rumble were very, very similar. Very similar. But I do
Raw
remember
Rumble,
the Raw roster on Sega being different. I think it was Doink and Hogan. Maybe
I think
IRS.
Yokozuna was in the Super Nintendo version. He was not in the regular.
I can
in the
think of
Sega
IRS,
version.
Shawn Michaels, because it's all the people that they have the songs in it. Macho, Hogan.
Yep.
Played this game a lot, dude. This Raw
Yeah.
game. Played this fucking Sega game a lot. I could put video games were like the thing I got the most boned up for when I was opening presents as a kid. But
Yeah.
SNES, N64. When I got the fucking N64, it was like unbelievable. I played video games all day. That's all I wanted to do. The Talk Boy, when I got Talk Boy from Home Alone 2, that was a game changer. I don't even know what I used that for. It was just so cool to have something from like like that was in a movie. You know what I mean? That didn't happen very often when you were a kid. You know?
Yeah. I going back to the Nintendo 64 there, I remember going with a girl to the mall and I had all my Christmas money, but my parents were there too, and my stepsister and my sister, and we all like went together and split up, and I had this girl with me, and I ended up buying a Nintendo 64 at Toys R Us, and afterwards she wanted to come over. I'm like, yeah, whatever, but I am going to play Nintendo 64 the whole time you're there.
Nintendo 64, yeah. Not
So
finger
she
banging
did not
you.
come over. She did not come over. We did not dry hump.
Jeez. She went on to become Scarlett
Edge.
Johansson.
But I played whatever dirt bike game I bought for Nintendo 64 and Mario. Nonstop.
I have two good gifts from I was about to say current wife. I only have one fucking wife, but my wife, when we had first started dating, we'd started dating like a month before, and I went to her house the first time to like pick her up for something, and her parents have a picture of her and her brother that are both like 4 feet by 5 feet big. I don't think they have them anymore. And it was a picture of her when she was like in like 3rd grade or 4th grade. It was just like the cutest like thing I've ever seen. So then she made like a smaller version for me in a frame. And then a couple years ago,
a mug, a t-shirt.
Yeah. And then a couple years
Carhartt
ago, she got me like a 5-pound bag of like every candy, cherry flavored candy, but every candy you could imagine, like cherry Starburst, cherry everything, just all cherry. She knows cherry is my favorite, and that is still a gift that I will never forget. I don't know why. It's just someone like taking like the extra step to like they know something you love. You know, that's the cool thing about like gift giving. Like anybody could just buy off a list, but to really like know somebody and like get somebody something special like that. Yeah.
I actually have this on my list. So, I'm going to mention my wife that doesn't listen too. More than a couple years ago. This is like before Logan was born, I think. She's a graphic designer. She made a poster of all the bands that I had seen in concert up until that time, and I still have it somewhere. And that was just like that was one of the coolest gifts I ever got because she, like you said, man, she took the time to make it.
Yeah.
Put a lot of time and effort, made sure it was correct, and yeah, I was like, what is this? Unwrapping it. Yeah, it was a pretty good gift. I got it somewhere. Maybe I'll send a picture to you and you can put it up on the Instagram.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
I'm gonna go back to toys here. My brother and I, we grew up in like public housing, probably till like 7 or 8 years old. But my mother always made Christmas super special, and she still does. As I could still just call her and tell her what I want for Christmas.
That's nice.
And even after she buys me stuff, she go, "Well, do you have enough stuff to open? I'll go get you more stuff to open."
Oh my god!
Was the year that I'm sure my father was up all night building the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier and the Corporate Terror.
No, you didn't get the aircraft carrier. Nobody got that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. James got it. James got it, and I got the Terror drum. I'm not really sure why.
Fuck off! You're out of the show.
Got him.
Oh, you booted him? Oh, jeez.
I'm real jealous.
I really
the USS Freedom. No, remember I talk about how my mother sold it for like $5 at a yard sale?
Oh no, I don't remember that. I don't remember you mentioning that. But man, I'm jealous. I kind of hate you right now. I hate 10-year-old you or whatever.
You used to be coming up naked then too.
I didn't even think when I was a kid. I didn't even think that was even possible for me to get like that. I didn't even ask for it.
I don't remember like asking for. It's like she knew, or we had certain. That's when you used to be able to have like independent department stores.
Yeah.
Johnny JB's pissed too. He says I'm hating.
He's hating on you, Nick. I would be.
I'm sorry. I'm better than you guys. I'm sorry that even though we live in public housing, we were wealthy as well. I don't know.
Your
spoiled
parents
little shit.
Yeah.
Spoiled little shit.
Yeah.
I went to Busch Gardens. That was one of my Christmas presents. We didn't go for Christmas time. We went like February break, but opening up like the tickets to go to Busch Gardens or whatever. And I actually, as a 10-year-old, 1992, got to meet Ric Flair for the first time. It was one of the coolest. It ended up being one of the coolest gifts. Obviously, I didn't know that when I opened up the tickets, but they used to film a TV show at Busch Gardens called Harris and Company, and we were walking by, and I remember seeing like his name on like the marquee or whatever. I'm like, that's the wrestler Ric Flair. We have to go in, and so my mom was like, yeah, you're whatever, we can do this. So we waited in line, met some old couple that goes all the time, and they were friends with like the stagehands. And so not only did I get to meet Ric Flair, I was on TV because like he cut a promo or whatever, and they showed me like flipping out, like all pumped up on the TV show. And then one of the ladies came up to me afterwards and she goes, Rick is right through those doors. He's not leaving until you go out there and say hi to him. So I got to go, 10-year-old kid walking out, literally a helicopter in the parking lot waiting for him, shook his hand. He handed me 4 tickets to the Lakeland Civic Center in Florida event that my grandfather did not take me to because it was like 3 hours away from their house, but still very cool. I still have.
And you had a beer at 10, your first beer. He gave me 1 sip of his Bud Heavy.
And he asked you if your mom was going to be there.
My mom was there. And she was
saying, "What's your mom's story?"
Bring some of her friends, please. I have one more. My son, I think I've talked about this on the podcast, but my son goes to like my in-laws' house, when we go out or something and they babysit him, and he, I guess, orders Christmas presents for me and my wife with them, and then they pay for it and shit. Last year he gave me the Boogeyman. I don't know where. I guess he probably bought it off Amazon, but the Boogeyman, original Boogeyman Elite figure.
No, man, he's like on ringside. Use the code FIGCAVE, save 10%.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
he saw it come back up on Amazon, dude. Remember, all of a sudden showed up. Like 2 years ago.
It must have been it. Yeah. So then we got it signed at WrestleCon last year, but it was cool. Like very thoughtful. He knows what I like. He's simple. His little simple 8-year-old brain was like, yeah, I'll just get my dad a wrestling figure.
It's good that he knew that you didn't have that one.
Oh, he knows, dude. He'll tell you. He knows what I have down here. His favorite thing is helping me reorganize all this shit. He'd rather do that than anything. OCD.
I think I got the Royal Rumble tickets where they tied. I think that was like a Christmas present.
They were tucked inside of the aircraft
the Brett
carrier.
and Luger. I think it was in my they were in the aircraft carrier in the jet. I think they were like a stocking stuffer.
Man, stocking was the best. Did your parents ever let you open? I feel like one year my parents let us open a gift on Christmas Eve.
We do that
Some years
occasionally
we got
now.
to do that.
Yeah.
I feel like it happened once, and then we kept asking for it, and they never let us. And now my wife won't let me do that anymore. I just need to have my own house, and I can open up all my presents on Christmas Eve. I don't know who I'll have presents from, but
Bold strategy.
yeah, I know. Just buy myself shit. But
the only other one I had was the New England, the Nintendo, like the original Nintendo. I remember like that was the first video game system I got for Christmas. I remember the box being under the tree when I woke up, picking up the box and it was empty, and I thought my parents played a terrible trick on me. But quote unquote Santa went downstairs and hooked it up for me, so it was ready to play.
Did you see, a little off topic, but they did something at the Charlotte Hornets game the other night where
snagged that PS5, dude.
Yeah, a kid came up like halftime out at mid-court, and they like read like his Christmas list, and he wanted a PS5, and they pulled one out and gave it to him, and then the crowd was cheering and stuff. And then after the segment, they took it away from him.
What?
And said it was just like, yeah, people were freaking out. And they said it was like just like a skit or whatever, but it was a real kid. He was all pumped up for it, and then they had to backtrack and like,
$1 million man do that?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
in that segment.
Shitty ass Hornets.
Damn, fuck the Hornets.
I know.
I'm sure he's got a PlayStation 5 now, though. I'm sure somebody.
Oh yeah, sure somebody hooked it up.
Sure, yeah, somebody walked that back. I can't
Right,
think
cool.
of like anything else like I mean, I'm sure I always had great Christmases, but
You had it all, man. You had the fucking aircraft carrier.
yeah, I just kept playing with that every year.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got like an awesome figure.
Fucking Janice, man.
Oh, it's funny. Even my aunts will get in on it, and they're like, I know the limit of what they'll spend. So, like, as an adult, I'm like, hey, you know what? I want a Soda Stream, and you guys have 10 months to get it because so use your Kohl's discount. Just get it. I want a vacuum sealer, but one year my aunt was like, oh, is there like we went to some collectible store, but they bought me the Galvatron Transformers the movie like version of Galvatron. Like that still like made noise, still shot the gun, still transformed. It's very cool. But that's probably it. I think that's it. That, like for gifts that I really like was like, oh shit, like ignored everything else that day.
I was so pissed if I ever got fucking clothes as a kid. So pissed. Ugh.
That's like
underwear.
A lot of what my kid wants now.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, once you get like
sneakers,
teenager, yeah.
Or even for years that you. Well, again, I'm very spoiled, but the stocking stuffer for years. I'm like, I don't use this soap anymore. I haven't used Axe in 15 years. Please stop buying me Axe.
Axe.
Here, I use this shampoo, this body wash, this face wash. That's it.
My wife gets the worst gifts from like her parents. The worst. Nobody knows what. Like I know what she likes, just from living with her and being married to her. Her parents, like her dad gets her like from Tiffany's, like a fucking paperweight, like a expensive and like two like doves or something, like porcelain doves. Like what the fuck are you thinking? I want to ask them, like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like, it's probably number one, it's probably expensive. Number two, it's never would be something my wife would like. Fucking paperweight? She doesn't have a desk.
I don't even own a gun.
We need to talk about. Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Do you have more Christmas stuff?
No, I was just gonna say my mom is a terrible gift giver. Like now that she's old, she'll not not so much now. She'll just give Logan cash, but like she will literally go to like Big Lots and buy like some kind of like shitty like Star Wars pinball machine, and like it falls apart like within a day.
She's like going off the sharper image table.
Yeah, exactly.
Waste of money.
Yeah, I'm like, Mom, just give him the $20 or whatever you spent on that.
Yeah, you go.
We did talk about this Vietnam Gate. Somebody posted about this in the Major Wrestling Figure podcast group. This is the stuff that's happened with this new factory so far. The Ringside, Steiner Brothers, obviously sent out a bunch of them with the wrong figures inside. I picked up a Vader Ultimate for somebody had 2 of the same heads. Looks like that's been a problem for people. Somebody got the Vault Punk, CM Punk with a Ciampa head, Tommaso Ciampa head. The Monday Night Wars Razor with the wrong torsos. There's been a bunch of different paint apps. I bought these for David Truitt in our group. The Monday Night Wars Lita and Ultimate Warrior, and I just looked at the Dusty Rhodes head. It's a giant like yellow paint stain on like the cheek.
Oh,
They put his belly blotch on his face.
Yeah, it's a face blotch now.
What's up, blotch face?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just growing pains, whatever, but there's going to be some better quality control in 2025. This is just over the last like 2 or 3 months as they switched over to this Vietnam factory. So
I'm curious how that works on like corporate level. Like dude, if you got T-shirts printed, right? If we got Fig Cave, we got 20 Fig Cave T-shirts printed. They wrote Fig Cove, like or Fig Cave with a different font. Like they'd be like, oh, let me refund you 20%. Like, how does that work? Like, what's the amount of money on the corporate level that they're like, okay, this is.
Yeah.
It's
got to be something.
So I saw somebody got in the Warrior Papa Shango set. Somebody got 2 Warriors, or was it? It might have been just 1 figure in it instead of.
Oh, there was an air pocket. Yeah, there was an air pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But I was wondering if that was just Amazon. Somebody at Amazon, like they opened the shipper and they're like, oh, it must be 2 figures.
Yeah,
like not knowing that that's what it's supposed to be, which is stupid, but it's possible.
Also, people of the internet, stop blaming Ringside or Amazon for that. It's not them.
No, they're not opening up. They're not opening up those boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, that Gatorade looks good, dude.
God, this is a little Gatorade Zero Berry. I'm a little under the weather, so getting my electrolytes and my fluids, so I'm not sick
for the holidays.
I would just stick with Brondo.
The fuck is that?
It's got electrolytes. You don't know Brondo?
No.
Have you guys never seen Idiocracy?
Is that Bondo?
No.
Like,
it's a Mike Judge movie. But it's
I've heard of it.
It's the future. It's the one in the future, but everything goes to shit because no one plants anything because Brondo takes over all drinks. It's the thirst mutilator and it has electrolytes. And like it's like plant smoker. They're like, yeah, but we put Brondo on it.
I just think that's the cure all for everything.
And there's a great. You guys got to check it out. But there's such a funny thing. I don't know why this movie got shelved. It's so funny. Is that they wanted to have shoes that looked really stupid, and Crocs had like literally were just created, and they all are wearing Crocs in the movie.
Yeah, they thought, well, let's just pick a company that we don't think will ever like become, no one would ever want to wear. Yeah, now everybody wears them.
I thought it was over them, and then once Marley started swim lessons, I was like, oh, I love these.
Oh, they're great. Yeah,
they're
awesome. All right, good. Anybody in the comments, feel free to post your favorite Christmas present of all time. We want to hear from you guys. And we also want to hear from you about the top 5. So we've done already top 5 AEW figures, top 5 peg warmers. Now we're on to top 5 Mattel Elites. And with the year rapidly coming to an end, I think these awards are going to stretch into 2025. Just a heads up.
What do we got left? Superstars, Ultimates?
Superstars, Ultimates, and then the overall top. If we do retros, I don't know if we'll do retros, but we want to do an independent company.
Oh, yeah, independent, yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're no timetable. What's, what the hell?
Yeah. As long as they don't keep putting news out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it'll be some slow news weeks to start the year.
Johnny JB wants to do baseball talk.
Who's Garrett Crochet?
He's the pitcher from the White Sox that the Red Sox just traded for. I'll give my opinion on that later.
Okay. Yeah, I can't wait. Let's do top 5 Mattel Elites. I want somebody else to start.
Go aheade, Nikki.
I'm going to start this is an honorable mention because it's not on the shelves yet, so I'm not counting it. But the new Legends Rick Rude, either the Chase or the regular.
Yeah,
I think it looks so good. I'm so impressed by it, and that belt looks so good on him.
And that's going to be one by this time next year, we're going to forget all about. Like, it'll be like, did this come out 2024 or 2025? Yeah. Yeah. Good call. That does look great. That's going to come out. I mean, that's going to be 10 days after the year starts. So I ain't blaming you on that. That does look good. Cool. You have any honorable mentions, Tommy, before Nick does his top 5?
I don't have any honorable mentions. I
I was just want to mention I'm trying to not do any of the vaults or like the remakes because there's so many now.
Yeah,
I get it's updated torsos and maybe like little fine tuning on the coloring, but essentially it's figures we've already seen before.
My 5 are brand new figures, which is good. So,
okay,
you want to run down your 5?
Oh, you want to do it that way? Okay.
Yeah, do all 5. Go 5. I mean, mine are in no particular order. I don't know about yours.
Okay. Kind of. I mean, secretly because I did go to WrestleMania 39.
Hey, I did too.
That's right. That's right. Dude, I really like the 107 Finn Balor, where he has the helmet, that all black helmet mask that he wore to the ring before he got carved up and with stitches and shit. But I really like that figure, and I was really happy when I skipped out on it, and then when my trusty Walmart put out that SummerSlam shipper around Survivor Series, I was able to snag it. So
nice, good call. That is a great thing.
I'm gonna put the Headbangers 2-pack in there.
It's hard not to. I don't have
excellent.
it, but
I have that one in there.
Mine is in transit.
I'll be back tomorrow. Yep.
Legends Captain Lou. It's just a very fun figure. I mean, that shirt is so nostalgic to the 3-page catalog in WWF Magazine growing up.
Yep.
I definitely remember like the older issues being able to buy that shirt. So that's in there. And these are just probably 2 of my favorites this year. Is Legends Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that's great.
Because I have that shirt. It's true that I have that shirt.
All my shit here.
Yeah, and Chelsea Green.
I have Chelsea as well.
Yeah,
that's a good,
really good elite. The accessories are. That's how the female figures should be done. Is like these. I mean, everybody spends so much time on their gear, but the hat, the kind of, what would you call that? Like the train.
Yeah, tutu. I don't know.
The dress there. I know that's what it is on a wedding dress, but I don't know if that's what it's called like on a regular outfit. But the train, it's those are probably my 2 favorite this year. Like colorful everything. So
good stuff.
I happen to have a signed one from WWE Shop.
Oh, very nice.
You didn't get that from elsewhere?
I certainly did not.
No, that's a big no.
I tried to solicit it, but
no.
Tried to organize my own signing. Didn't work out.
All right, Tom, you want to go?
Sure, I'll go.
Is that a new Pizza Shoppy shirt? I like that.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go Sandman, even though I don't own it. And again, these aren't in any order either. I did have Headbangers and Chelsea Green on my list. But Sandman, the regular and the Chase, both great figures. And nice to get some ECW blood in the line. I got Punk Pipe Bomb from the Defining Moments set just because that figure needed to be that moment needed to be put in figure form. The Legends Hogan with the guitar, again, just an iconic moment, iconic gif, whatever you want to call it. And then I have 2 Build-A-Figures. I have the Dusty NWO Build-A-Figure, minus the blotch on his face, and the Disciple Build-A-Figure. Like, not a figure anybody needed, but
that's what a Build-A-Figure should be.
Damn good. Yeah. Absolutely.
Great list. Good. The Disciple needs to be on there. I don't have it, but I have visuals for my list.
Yeah. Well, Sandman, I'm just so mad that like after the big event where he was charging so much, I was like, I kind of hate this elite now.
I don't want to get any of the new figs signed because the box is so bad.
Yeah, even this Chelsea doesn't look great. Like, I mean, she knows how to sign it, but some of these people don't. Like, High Spots had a Tiffany Stratton signed elites in there today.
Yeah,
and it's like the you got to use like the medium.
Yeah,
it literally looks like the old school Marks a Lot Sharpie.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Remember the black ones are a little like it's so big.
It's too thick. Yeah,
it's too much. Yeah,
runs together.
Yeah.
Thick. I got Kurt Angle Legends figure here. I like this better than the Ultimate, to be honest with you. It's a great figure. The shirt is nice. It's kind of like more of a fitted look. It's got the medals there. I went with the Chase Sandman. Awesome figure. I've thought about selling this multiple times because I really don't need it. Doesn't fit my collection, but I like to have first time in the line guys, and I don't see him ever getting another elite unless it's like that. I guess he's getting that hardcore hack, right? In the Monday Night
that's
Wars
true,
line. Yep. Where's the Captain Lou Albano?
Jeez.
I did purchase
Sorry,
the
brother.
I know you stole a lot of mine. It's okay. I purchased from Kevin in our group the shirt from the Superstars figure. I'm going to throw it on this just because it feels more like a Bushwhackers Captain Lou, if I can. I know he's a little bit skinnier in those days.
Bushwhackers.
Head shakers.
Head shrinkers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. Head shrinkers. Ugh. For my new generation collection. But I mean, come on, this is amazing. This looks just like him.
Yep.
Awesome figure. Number 2, I guess I do have these in order. All of the did either of you guys say these Ninja Turtles?
No, but it's they're great.
all so good. They're all so good. The Cody is my
Cody
favorite.
and Roman. Yeah, Cody and Roman.
Roman is too,
top
but
notch.
Little USA face mask there. And number 1, I know a lot of people don't have this figure yet.
Oh,
check out the
shit!
Look at them titties.
Sorry. Straight Edge Society Punk. I think this is better than the Defining Moments, even though I like that one too. Great figure.
They got to do a great Muda head because sometimes Muda would wear like that thick mask, like that. They got to use that same exact technology when they do the Muda Elites.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, there's some. It was a hard decision. I wanted to pick 5 that I had. There's a lot of if we can pull up our Facebook group, there's a lot of people that were saying that Harley Race from the Territories 4-pack as one. You said the Headbangers. A lot of people were saying Terry Gordy Executioner Elite, which I do have. The Sultan Legends figure. There was a lot of good Legends figures this year. Maybe not big names, maybe not like huge characters, but definitely some deep cuts.
That Austin Monday Night Wars Austin Series 1 with the hunting jacket is really fun.
Figure. Beer cans,
really cool. Yep. A lot of people were saying the Build a Figure Disciple. Captain Lou got a lot of votes. Headbangers got a lot of votes. That Paul Bear kind of flew under the radar because that was early 2024.
That is a great figure.
Yeah, I mean that's a kind of definitive Paul Bear. I don't know if we'll ever get a better one.
I think it's more the box, but the WrestleMania 10 ladder match. I forget that was even this year, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Actually,
good call.
I regret selling that a little bit.
I would too. Yeah. And then nobody mentioned it, and I don't have it, but that Monday Night Wars DDP. I think you have it, Nick.
Yes,
I have it too. Yeah,
it's great. I mean, it's a great figure, dude. It's basically what we should have gotten. Yeah, we should have gotten it with that WCW stage.
If you think it's.
Hey man, I was a day one guy. Don't blame me.
Day one-ish.
I think it came out in the Elite line though, like years and years and years ago. Obviously
something similar. Yeah.
Yeah, not with the hands. Oh no, you know what? It was a basic. I'm wrong. It was a basic.
With I think the one in the Elite line had like the his like pants, the tights.
And his vest. Yep.
Yeah.
That was great. Figure.
Yeah, it was fun making that list. Next week we'll do Ultimate Edition figures. Yeah. Ultimate Edition Mattel figures. A lot to choose from there. And I think we might even want to do. Are we going to do a ringside exclusive list? I think.
Yeah, we can do that.
Title sponsor. I mean, salt of the earth guys up there.
I'd say superstars, but some stores only saw one series all year. Some people have saw Roddy Piper.
It's tough to think about those. Yeah. I mean, we'll be doing these 2024 lists until the beginning of 2026 if we really wanted to, you know.
Dude, Faces of Foley should be in there. I mean, they're pretty good. I think people don't love Cactus, but they are all kind of new outfits at least.
Yeah, it's well done. The packaging's great. Yeah.
Kurt Hennig and his guitar.
Yeah, I almost put that on my list.
Oh yeah, the Kurt Hennig Monday Night Wars. Yeah. What John Klinsman had an interesting thought because I had found some of these figures at Walmart today, and I offered them up to our Patreon group, retail price plus shipping. You know, as long as you're a Patreon member, starts at $1 per month. And John Klinsman, somebody tagged him, and he was like, "I asked for them for Christmas. I'm probably gonna get them, so I don't, but I should maybe get them." I hate that feeling because I put that DX retros on my list to somebody. I think it was my brother-in-law and his wife, and now they're down to like $15 for the 4-pack of DX retros. So I know they're going to be gone soon. And so do I order them and like run the risk of having two, or do I just wait and see if I get them for Christmas? It's a weird, like, you're so used to just buying stuff for yourself when you want it that you're like, this 2-week wait period is like, I'm just going to buy it for myself.
Yeah, I can't talk about that right now.
Why?
Because people are still awake in my house.
Okay. But you wanted us to have an intervention for you. You're thinking about, again, getting rid of all of your loose figures? What is your problem?
I don't know. I just look at them and I'm like, I look at my autograph figures. I'm like, I love them. Love the autographs. But then I'm just like, I have so many, and my collection's not even that big anymore. But I just feel like I have a lot of freaking loose figures, and I don't need that many loose figures. I don't know. I don't know.
What do you have them broken down?
I think you need to find a new way to display it. Like, I mean, obviously they'd remain loose, but like if you wanted to do different levels, if you wanted to kind of do like a backdrop or something, if you want to do a ring.
I'll kind of show you like that big shelf with all the autographs on it back there. Sorry, this is all like herky jerky.
Top shelf.
Hopefully you guys will look at YouTube and check this out. But I was thinking about moving all the Lucy's to that shelf and putting all the autographs on this shelf where the Lucy's are. But I don't know if that shelf with the Lucy's right now is big enough
to
hold all those autos, because I have a couple more that aren't even on there. So I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I have like 14 old signed Ultimates on the floor that I don't have room for.
I mean, you can start by just you don't have duplicates of the loose, like you don't have like 4 Hogan Lucy's and 5 Ultimate Warrior Lucy's, right? Do you have just one of each guy, or
that shelf up above my head right there is all Hogan? The middle shelf is all Warrior, and the bottom is all Macho Man.
Okay.
So like I did think about maybe I'll just like cut it down to like
top
3
5,
Hogan, 3 Warriors, 3 Machos.
But then they're gonna keep coming out with more. They're gonna want them, and
that's part of the problem. I do have I have 2 Austins. I have like the defining moments, and then I have that Monday Night Wars you're talking about. The Angle, I have both the Legends and the Ultimate.
Some of them are so justified in having multiple, though.
Right,
like, they really are.
But like, part of me is like, just keep like the meat and potatoes. Like, keep like, Stone Cold and Triple H and The Rock and some of the guys from the Golden Era. Maybe I'll just move the room around and see if that fixes me.
Yeah, I think that's what you need to do. And I come down to the Fig Cave here sometimes, and I'm like, man, I need to get rid of all this shit and just sell all this stuff. I mean, that happens to me, every couple months. Just gotta push through it. It's just a lot of stuff. But I think,
I just don't know what the end game is. You know what I mean? Like, how much longer am I gonna go with this?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I don't love it. Like, obviously, I'm still pre-ordering stuff here and there and things like that, and grabbing stuff here and there. But like, I just don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a funk.
I think you're in a funk. I think something's got to wow you. I think you need to go to WrestleMania next year and see all the new
that's
shit.
not happening.
Yeah. No, I mean it happens, and I think if you keep feeling that way, you got to just have like a riser of like 1 row of Hogans. If you can fit 5 there or 6 there, that's what you do. You cut the ones you don't love them anymore, and then you do
fantasy book and pay-per-view and use the guys like posed against each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I mean, it's as long as you have those rules in place, it helps you like kind of, okay, I'm not just buying every single figure I see. I'm
right, and that was me a long time ago. Like, we were in the middle of selling our house, so we were living with my parents, and we didn't really have a mortgage. We were just paying my parents like a couple $100 a month, and I was just fucking ordering everything. And I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
what am I doing?
That's a slippery slope, man.
Yeah.
And the good thing is, like, you've learned, if you sell a bunch of stuff, if you reconsider, you're going to be able to get a lot of the stuff back for
right,
not a crazy amount of money. There's so many Hogans that have, you keep the stuff that's really valuable and just discard the rest. But I feel that way sometimes too. I know Nick does too. I mean, all 3 of us are on limited space here.
Yeah.
I haven't even watched that freaking Kyle Peterson room tour. I can't watch it. I
I
cannot
watched the
watch.
one he did with
I'm
Cardona.
going to watch it. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I watched him
But
do
I'm
his
like,
own room tour. Like, but obviously it's so much bigger now, and so much has been added to it. that
oh
it's-
yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
amazing. It's a great watch. I need to get like on a Saturday or Sunday morning and just grab a coffee and just watch it. But it's like it's just overwhelming to me because I don't know if I had that much stuff, I would just I don't know.
Well, I mean, just
Yeah.
right away, he's like, "I opened this,"
Yeah.
which is huge,
Mhm.
which is absolutely.
Yeah.
Shit, I could fit everything in here if I open stuff.
Oh god, if you opened all those, you'd fit them on 3 shelves. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah,
But I don't
that's what I
want to.
think. I've started a new collection. I hate to say it, so I'm on the opposite space. I've started a loose. I love RVD. He's probably one of my top 5. After Kurt Angle and Macho, you go like RVD's in there somewhere, and I'm just gonna open up the ones I have mint on card. I'm not gonna double up. So I have a little loosey collection of that. So that's my justification on it. But I think 2025 it's going to be being more and more selective of which figures I get, and
Same.
especially with elites. As much as
Yep.
I love elites, I think they've had some quality control issues over the last 6 months here. But they're the most affordable, and there's some that they're not going to ever make ultimates of. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you have to,
100%, yeah.
if it's somebody you like, they're not going to ever make. I'm sure they'll make a Razor Ramon. Well, they have a Razor Ramon Ultimate, so they're not going to
Mhm.
make any more. And they have one, so
Right.
two. Yeah. Do you want to get to weekly purchases?
Here comes the money.
Yeah.
Here we
Oh,
go. Money
here we go.
talk.
Money
Here
talks.
comes the money.
Money. Weekly purchases, my favorite part of the show. What a way to follow up Tom's discussion about getting rid of figures as we talk about buying more stuff. I'm going first because I went last on that one, so I need to. I'm up in the order of the snake draft here. I got a nice little gift from one of our sponsors, Jimmy's Seafood. They usually just send. I'm on some sort of like list, a family list, so they send me a Christmas card every year. I got a crab mallet with a bottle opener on it, which is clutch.
Nice.
I got a paper Christmas card. I got a calendar, and inside this is a giant card that has a little TV inside that plays like a 10-minute video of like all the shit they did this year, all the charity stuff, and like it's crazy. Like how they spent. I don't know how much money they spent on all this stuff to me, but really cool for them to do that. I went over to a buddy's house last weekend. I used to work with this big comic book guy, and he knows I'm a G.I. Joe guy. The writer, just Joshua Williamson, who wrote this first issue of the new G.I. Joe comic, was at a local comic book store here in Annapolis, Maryland. And he got this signed for me and grabbed it for me. So that was very nice of him to do that. I talked about getting the Warrior and Lita today for David Truitt, a member of our Fig Cave group. I also got the Greatest Grudges Ultimate Warrior Papa Shango from Ringside, and I took a little Nikki Choke advice, and I added another figure. So I got this Chris Statlander. So they didn't just send me the shipper; had to put it in a bigger box, And I'm probably this would be a giveaway, or I might give this to one of my sister's kids. Try to get those girls into wrestling. Ringside sent us actually the Sting Ringside exclusive from All Out London, in his like Jack the Ripper outfit. I put a little video on our Instagram, and that's going to be a giveaway coming up from us. I'm turning around and looking at something here. Oh, I bought a new 16Q Calyx. Can't see it. It's to my right here. And there goes Nick. He's gone.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. And it helping me display stuff. I put some pictures on our Instagram of that. So that is like, I think when you redesign and move stuff around, and I think it just definitely does help you kind of like ease your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
There's Nikki. What else did I? Oh my God! Let me show you guys this. Hold on one second. Oh shit! Oh, that was great radio.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got the I did get the RVD Ultimate from someone in the Major Pod group for a loose for my collection I mentioned.
Dude, there was, you messaged me the two guys that were selling a bunch of Ultimates. I hit up the other guy to buy some loose to double up
Yeah.
on some guys, and he just like seemed to ghost everybody in the chat. He was talking, he was like, "Oh, I got you, I got you, I got you," and then he just bailed.
What the hell?
Yeah, I have no idea. He never responded. I said, "Oh, I'm
The
looking for
Eric guy? Eric Fantic?
No, Nick Allen or I forget it.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's a long name. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll DM him again.
I got this for $25. I've never seen this before. This is some sort of, it's like a raised puffy Macho Man box set.
Yeah.
It says collector's edition. I don't know when this came out. The box itself is awesome. Has a bunch of Macho Man photos. Has a shirt inside, a pair of sunglasses, a Macho Man bandana, and then 2 sets of 3-disc DVDs with a bunch of Macho Man matches on it. And literally, I think it was 20 or $25. Someone sold this to me. It's had to have been like $100. Like
I think
item,
I had that when DVDs were a thing, but just the DVD set, not the deluxe edition or whatever.
I mean, the box itself is like I would pay $20 for. It's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. You gonna whack off to that tonight?
I am gonna jerk off to that shortly. I think that is it for me. I'm looking around. I am going to put another ringside order. Do you think there's gonna be another Black Friday sale in a couple of days,
absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do another Steiner's set before that sells out.
No, you got time on, dude. You got time on that.
Yeah, I mean,
that first wave.
I know, but
Outsiders
I want,
too.
You think?
Yeah, for sure.
They're not the Usos.
Dude, even the Usos took like 8 months for them to sell out.
That is true. Oh, I put it in my notes here, all my purchases. I think I covered them all, but I don't want to miss anything, guys. I got a Jim the Anvil Neidhart Legends on sale ski because I guess that Who character was during my new gen time, so I put that in my loose collection. I showed off that Straight Edge Society Punk from the vault. I got that from Ringside. I bought the Death Triangle 3-pack just specifically for the Penta figure. I'm going to mail the other 2 figures, the Pac and the Ray Phoenix, to a member of our Fig Cave group. That I don't know if you guys saw the post on that. That the box on that was awesome. Awesome packaging for that.
Yeah, it looked good.
Come on.
What was that?
He said, "Of course I watched."
Oh, of course you watched. Yeah. That's it. That's it for me. Sorry. What stuff? A lot of people.
I only have one thing.
Shit!
I just have the greatest grudges. I'm torn. I want to open this, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to open this. I just want to, because I think that would be like one of the top 5 warriors that I would keep.
Yeah.
And the Papa Shango, Nikki brought up a good point. Like, you get that signed.
Hell yeah!
So I don't
look great.
But
Yeah,
like
he's doing KNS like next month. It's perfect.
It's a great figure to open too because it's so toyetic. So I'm very torn on that.
Now, here's my thing though. That with the Gobbledygooker 2-pack, this Greatest Grudges, I like them. Are they just going to be one-offs? Or are they part of a new set series? Or like
I mean, I consider that to be the same.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Survivor
the old
Series and Greatest
Coliseum.
Grudges are absolutely like.
It's the old Coliseum video collection deals.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
I can see
okay.
that. Yeah. They're
So
based off of
technically
like
No Holds Barred. No Holds Barred might be with that.
I think that one's different enough. But like the Survivor Series, the Gobbledygooker and Taker have like a very Coliseum home video feel to them, and so does this Greatest Grudges '92.
Yeah.
Very, very, very Coliseum home video feel to it.
Yes, I agree with that 100%.
In the mail, I just got a bunch of stuff that I should have gotten like 3 weeks ago. The Steiners, Punk, Greatest Grudges, and I did grab a Tony Schiavone to get signed at some point. Just figured he was very inexpensive. I did finally pull the trigger on a ringside order. Pretty minimal. I mean, whatever, start next week. But Faces of Foley, I could not buy it for that price. It was like $35 when I finally pulled the trigger.
You hadn't have it before?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Becky, I didn't have her new common, it was $11. I got a second Seth Ultimate in the Elton John gear.
Oh, nice.
And I did order Punk from the vault.
I think that's going to be...
Not cheap.
No.
That was what I was going to say when he did your size. Pipe Bomb is such a must. It like has to exist. I think it looks better in package.
Which one?
If I got that, I would just leave it in the box.
From the vault Pipe Bomb Punk.
Yeah, it's definitely better in the package.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the yellow, like just kind of.
Yeah, the face is kind of emotionless on it.
But yeah, there's not a lot in my stores right now. Like there's not.
I haven't even been to the stores.
I kind of only go to one or two, and then I check in with Sapienza to see which ones he has been to and if it's worth stopping at all. He did send me the new Ricky Steamboat Basic is starting to pop up.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Pretty sharp. Whether you're a basics person or not, like just I'll take all the Steamboat figs. So,
what was the set I saw the other day at the store I posted about? I think it was like Elite 93. Yeah. With Mace and
is that still what is that your normal store?
It's the one closest to my work that I go to. They hardly ever have anything.
You should, before you send out Truett stuff, you should ask if he wants that Raquel.
Really?
Yeah, because I think he was trying to like build a shelf of all the clients he's worked with.
Oh, okay. I'm sure it'll still be there when I go there tomorrow.
But I'm like, I'll message him, be like, hey, I'm gonna have Phil look, and if you want him to grab it, like, might as well.
Yeah, so I mean, it's straight out of the box, like super mint. So that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's doing the people loose. He's probably doing the people loose.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah. It's always nice to have a minty box.
You want to do Cave Dwellers purchases real quick?
Yes, I
We'll run
do.
through these. Joe Janik, he picked up tickets for opening night of Pearl Jam's 2025 tour in Hollywood, Florida. We got talking about that. Johnny JB got the signers. He also put in the chat that he got the Greatest Grudges as well, and the Paul Bear. Paul
he
Jones
did not pay. By the way, guys, he did not pay on an auction he won on Whatnot. So no, he put a number in and he tried to message the seller. Was like, this was clearly an accident. Nobody would ever pay this amount of money.
$900 or something.
Oh, dude, it was well. Even I get when people like it's a celebrity selling, like it's a wrestler selling something, and people want to pay a couple extra dollars, but. Smart Mark did a Whatnot because Matt and Brian were not on Monday, and I'm glad he made his money. I'm not mad at him at all, but what people were paying for stuff was like it was appalling. It was appalling. Like what?
I mean, no offense to anybody, but I feel that same way when I watch Brian and Matt's streams too. It's like I feel like people are just paying a premium to buy it from a quote unquote celebrity rather than just buying it normal.
I mean, these things the prices were astronomical. It was like stuff on the ringside sale that were $11. They were selling it for like $38 or $40. Like, again, it's not a knock on Mark at all. Like, he's putting it up.
Yeah, good for him.
Right.
But people like, come on, guys, you have to be if you're buying, you have to be a little more aware like of what's out there, what the value is on stuff.
Was it Husfar?
No, it was not Husfar. He was being good. I think he was actually working.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Moving on up. Love you, Husfar. Love you, man.
Yeah.
Paul Jones got his DX Retros Greatest Grudges and Monday Night Wars in the UK. Jamal Paul got Maxine Dupree. Chad Miller found the Chase Razor Superstars. I saw a couple people posting this today. Not just in our group, but in a couple others.
Guys, somebody get me one.
Jamal Paul hooked him up. Trying to think here, or trying to go through here. A lot of similar. Yeah, Joe Pietrafesa, one half of J&J. He got the Chase Razor Ramon as well. Mitch Craig got the Raw ring in, sold it off. Now I needed it to go with my Attitude Era shelf. Dougie Nunya bought everything. Alex Martinez found the Heart Foundation Superstars. And one thing I wanted to mention, I wanted to make sure we didn't forget to mention. Where is it? Oh, Peter Jones at Hood Slam last week got the wife the t-shirt she wanted and picked myself up the Encyclopedia Hood Slamishia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. By Derek Sheik. Peter Jones always has the most random stuff that he posts in this.
I didn't understand a word you said. What are you talking about?
This is look. I'll show you. I'll put it up on the screen. He and he's probably in the chat, so you can elaborate a little bit. But here it is. And this is at Hood Slam last week. Got the wife the T-shirt she wanted, and picked myself up the Encyclopedia of Hood Slamikia, signed by Dark Sheik.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even know what this is, but I thought it was worth mentioning because it's wild stuff.
Good for him. That's awesome.
He's always got some interesting stuff in these posts. But the one I wanted to bring up, I think I got everybody, or at least the ones worth mentioning. A lot of people got their greatest grudges. Donnie Barnard, friend of the show, he pre-ordered he forgot he pre-ordered wave 2 of the Simpsons figures on Amazon. Finally completed the full set. Also, thank you to Tom, that's me, for finding me the Krusty. I hid it from him at a Target. I still need Lisa if anybody's looking, or Caesar out there. And then the last thing to mention, where is it? Oh, Josh Stapleston. He just wanted to say shout out to the Fig Cave in general and the men on the show, Phil, Nick, Tom, and many others who helped kids in needs this holiday season multiple times. Really came through again for 80 children at one of my apartment communities with toy donations. This group is amazing. He posted in our Fig Cave group that he runs properties, and Toys for Tots, something fell through with Toys for Tots. So they weren't getting a delivery. I do a DJ TJ, one of my shoot jobs, toy drive every year. So I sent him 2 boxes of figures that I just had that I was going to donate locally. And I actually still was able to donate a bunch of stuff locally. So it worked out, and Phil chipped in for that. And then Nikki, I know you sent him a bunch of stuff too, and a bunch of people in the group. He said he got a bitter reaction from like our group than he did in some of the other groups, and some of his wife putting stuff out on Facebook. So kudos to everybody in the Facebook group that helped out with
especially after we just did like the toy drive.
I know,
and,
it
like,
was like, we could have easily just peeled 30 or 40 toys off the top. And
I could have, like, I had just given those like to the lady like 2 days before. But I mean, it is awesome that thank you and Nick and Tom for really spearheading that and helping Josh out, because I hate to hear stuff like that, man. That sucks.
Especially with like toys. And I've heard, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus or trash anybody, but Toys for Tots does great stuff. But I've heard stuff like this from them before, where they like promise things and then they don't end up following through for whatever reason. So that's why I stopped doing Toys for Tots for my toy drive. And I just do like a local Stuffa cruiser, and it goes to like a women's shelter or something like that.
That's cool.
But
they're probably just stretched so thin they don't.
Right.
Can we just do Josh's? Just let's just go straight to him next year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
For all his properties, that'd be awesome.
But it was good stuff. So
I know. I even told my mother about it because obviously she, we do the adoptive family, and she's like, "What do they need? What do they need?
How many aircraft carriers they need?"
Yeah. 80.
Janice,
it's still the same price.
There's a kid in need in Somers, Connecticut. Logan Sliney. He needs a GI Joe aircraft carrier. Can you make that happen?
This kid in Kanesville
when are they going to crowdfund
that? Belt.
That's got to be something that they do, like crowdfunding. I would assume.
For what?
Aircraft carrier.
For the classified figures?
Oh, yeah. Jesus, that would be so big.
30 feet long.
They have to do it for the retros, right? They still doing the retros?
The retros are done, dude. They lasted for like a week.
I tapped out of the.
They're gonna do it for the $20 Super 7 reactions that are they're less articulate than the 3.75s were.
Unlike Phil, I pulled out. Weren't they coming back with the retros though? And they were doing like the
a couple sets and
rubber band waist. No, the O-rings.
Oh, they were saying that. Yeah,
that was like right.
I
when
swore
I dropped out.
That was probably 2 summers ago, maybe 3. Because I think I had like the Ninja set, and I flipped a couple on eBay.
I'll tell you what, I might have brought this up before, but they messed up. They should have, with the classifieds, not that they're not selling, but like they should have started, like I see the retro ones in the store, the retro carding, they should have started with that. Because that packaging, man, bones me right up.
Yeah, its display is nicer if you're going to be I mean, it's hard to get a case for it, but it does look cool. It's very nostalgic.
Even if that was the backing.
Right.
even if that was the backing of the classified window or something, like if they did some kind of something like that,
Yep.
Or just did the
man.
color, just did this color scheme instead of like this like futuristic kind of like look. You kept the retro color scheme, but just updated the packaging to the window box. You know.
Yep.
Well, what do we know?
Yeah, we're just a bunch of slobs.
Slobs, assholes.
I'm trying to look at the. What were they? I'm trying to see the few GI Joes that they did do a couple years ago like that. Stalker, yeah, okay. Stalker, Cobra Commander, Storm Shadow there.
Cobra Troopers.
Peter Jones is in the chat. He said that Encyclopedia is everything that's happened in Hood Slam, the promotion started by Dark Sheik. As much as I love wrestling, I've never heard of Hood Slam. Never heard of it.
Must be big enough to have a book about it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Also, I want to shout out John James. He hooked us up. I was not able to make it to Blitzkrieg last week, and he got a AEW figure signed by Max Caster that we are going to give away in Patreon in January. And December giveaway for Patreon is a signed MVP Elite that we got done at a big event.
Did we get in touch with the November winner for the Rikishi?
Oh, you know what? I don't think so. I have his old address. I just want to make sure.
Was that somebody in the group?
It's somebody on Patreon.
Oh,
so
wow.
Guys, if you're on Patreon, if you're a Patreon member, put your address in there so we can send you shit and we don't have to wait for you to respond. Please.
Put a picture of your wife on there too, just to make sure that we have the right address.
You have gotten in trouble about this before, sir.
Yes.
We need to.
Yes, I know. Hey,
I'm gonna message that guy again. That one, Tom Sheehan.
Doesn't have to be a full face shot. It can be,
somewhere.
Oh, just announced. Well, he's more of Major Pod fame, but Stripper John seems to have had a little boy.
Oh,
5 hours ago.
Oh,
Stripper
Mazel
John
tov.
Tricano. Now it's Father John Tricano.
Mazel tov. Good for him. That's awesome.
We'll give this guy another week to claim his prize.
Oh, speaking of prizes, I need to do my my giveaway for our 6,000 followers on Instagram. I'm adding this Pink Whitney. It's getting cold out. Gotta get this Pink Whitney. What's this called? Fucking
beanie.
Toke? A beanie. There you go. I'm doing this from Brick and Cage. This WWF Golden Era logo. Brian Myers mask. Bojangles glasses. Jimmy's Seafood koozie.
Those are his holiday glasses, dude.
They're cups.
Outrunners glasses. Outrunners sunglasses.
Oh, the Bret Hart specials.
Oh, a Dan O'Brien Elite figure. A zip drive. All kinds of cool
pictures
stuff
of his wife on them.
Pictures of everyone's wives' feet. Let me pull up the winner right now. If you're one of our Instagram followers, I know this person's probably not even going to respond. So we'll just give all these goodies away in the Patreon. But let's try it. I am not going to. Should I reach out to the person or should I just see if they listen?
Just see if they listen.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You agree, Nick?
Scrolling. You agree, Nick?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'll post that we did the giveaway.
Yeah.
All right. We'll keep talking. I'm gonna pick this giveaway winner.
He's gonna manually enter.
Yeah.
Every one of them. It's one of those wheels.
111115. 111114. No. Seriously, keep talking. What are you gonna do this weekend?
I don't know. I get this birthday. I gotta clean the house. Got this birthday thing going on.
Oh,
I figured it's finally time to insulate my attic that we gutted the kitchen a couple years ago. Might as well throw some insulation up there.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to get on skates for the first time since I had my surgery. See how that goes. See how that goes.
I built a new IKEA unit on my wall. I gotta get some hooks to hang these jackets.
Hooks to hang jackets.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go buy 7 different kinds so I can so I can pick.
Peter Jones says if he doesn't reach out, he wants the cups.
Okay. I can do that. The cups are yours.
While you're pulling that up, I'll tell Johnny JB how I feel about the Red Sox trading for Garrett Crochet. Decent pitcher, but I need the Red Sox to spend some goddamn money. Stop trading. Spend money. Can
someone tell me about this Japanese pitcher that the Orioles signed? He's 35 years old, but I guess he had like a 1.7 ERA last year and has ton
I
of
know nothing
records.
about him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Sorry.
the Padres will get him in about 7 years for
You Darvish?
for a 6-year contract. Yeah.
You Darvish style?
No, although but you's been pretty fucking productive for us. But
Oh, good.
there was it was like years after. What was it? Was it Nomo? Was it Hideo Nomo? Like we would always get these pitchers like in their downside.
Threw a no hitter for the Red Sox.
Like, we'll just buy out the rest of the contract. Sure, we'll take him. Oh, we gave up. Great. It's got a 9.6 ERA through May.
Oh, props to Stephen Blase or Stephen Blaze. He's the one who let us know that the CM Punk from Mattel Creations has started shipping. One of our Instagram followers. He did not win the giveaway, but pulling it
Just
up.
give me the damn number.
Give me that damn number.
Yeah, this is great.
Great radio, Phil. Way to be ready. God, this is what we did. This is what we have to deal with, guys. 6
Okay,
days
here it is. I found it. I pulled it up. I scrolled.
I
scrolled. Dominic Reyes, Dom.101191. Not only do you have a terrible name on Instagram, but Dominic, you won the giveaway for our 6,000 followers on Instagram. Thank you for following us. You get all the goodies, figures and stickers and koozies and beanies and all kinds of shit. And if you don't claim it the next week, I'm going to put a post about it. We will give all that stuff away to our Patreon subscribers, except for the cups. Those are going to go to Peter Jones.
Peter Jones.
Either way, I want this stuff gone by 2025. When that ball drops, when them balls drop, it's going to be a whole new story.
See, Peter gets it. Or in the 90s, just trade players before their prime.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Helen Keller and an orgy. You don't know who you're fucking with. All right.
That's
it.
Oh, wow. The outro.
Hey, no.
And Tom's going to play us out.
Merry Christmas, guys. We will record an episode at some point next week.
Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus for the rest of us.
Use code FIGCAVE at ringside.
Save
Marley, 10%. We love you. Happy birthday, Marley. We'll talk to you guys really soon.
No love for Low, you asshole.
Low. I just said that.
No, I know. You did, but he didn't.
Yeah. Oh, Phil doesn't care.
See if he gets a rookie card.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Peace.